Ronell Nolan, President CEO, Health Agents for America, coming to you live this Monday. You may have heard that there's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to get your point across. And if one way doesn't work, you might need to choose a different path. Because Washington is still and continues to be shut down and we're not sure when it's going to open, and the fact that HAFA needs to start meeting with senators and representatives in D.C., we're going to look at a different way to approach our Hill visits. And in doing that, we're going to reach out to fundraisers and try to see some targeted HAFA heroes use our PAC dollars to have a coffee with those folks and be able to talk to them one-on-one without any interruption. So as you know, I'm leaving tomorrow to do some Hill visits, meet with CMS, and have my first stab at what's going on in Washington. I'll have a little bit better idea. But from what I understand, you cannot get into the offices. I was trying to set up a meeting with Congressman Letlow, which we will have at our next Hill visit, but there was a health questionnaire that needed to be completed. So things are different. So it's important that you give your PAC dollars. It's important that you go with us to Washington if you can. Our next visits will be June 15th and 16th. The first meeting that we have on the schedule is with Congressman Buddy Carter from Georgia on that 15th at 10 a.m. for coffee. And we will be presenting him a PAC check. So if you'd like to join us, we plan on making Hill visits or our meetings, however that goes down, on the 15th and the 16th of June. So I'm flying up on the 14th that Monday and flying home that Thursday morning. So please let me know if you're interested. Of course, it's on your dime, but I promise that we'll have some good meetings and we'll get to talk to some folks that are important to our industry. I wanted to point out a couple of things that our Ledge team is working on. In California, there's AB 1400, a single payer type bill. It's a second year bill. It's been on the books for 2 years and they can't figure out how to pay it. So California, Connecticut, HB 6447 is putting an assessment on insurance carriers to create more subsidies. All it's going to do is increase rates. SB 842 to offer coverage under a multi-employer plan. They're looking for a physical note. Let's see. In New Hampshire, SB 121 creates a state exchange. It was introduced on 4/1. Their session does end June 30th, so I'm not sure it has time to get through the process, but this requires the insurance department to examine the implementation of a state exchange. So a little bit different than Louisiana was trying to create one. This is to examine one. In Nevada, SB 420 is one that is very concerning. It would eliminate compensation. The Big I has sent a letter saying that they are in opposition, and HAFA will be sending a letter also. New York has another single payer legislation again. I just read something this morning that it's not on the agenda for the last insurance meeting, so it appears as that will not go through. South Carolina passed a bill to bring back the firing squad. That's interesting. Texas has several. If you'd like to know what's on the list for Texas, I'd be happy to let you know that. I think that's our state legislation. And a couple of important pieces that are in this Monday morning news. There's a piece by Forbes that says an administrative fix to the family glitch would be illegal and harmful. The family glitch is not a glitch at all, but rather the only valid conclusion of proper legal and policy review of the statute. So take a look at that. We continue to talk about the family glitch and how the family portion does not have to be affordable. Also, CMS has a notice of benefit payment and parameters for the 2022 final rule, part 2 fact sheet. The first being lowering consumer maximum out-of-pocket cost by $400. Alabama's 2022 state flexibility request. HHS is approving the 2022 benefit year request submitted by the state of Alabama to reduce the risk adjustment state transfers by 50% for both individual, including the catastrophic and non-catastrophic risk pool, and the small group market. Also, under the CMS fact sheets, the web broker display requirements, HHS is not going to finalize the proposal to create an exception for existing requirements related to the QHP comparative information that web brokers, not exchange websites, are required to display. Still talking about the CMS fact sheet, expanding transparency, pharmacy benefit managers transparency. HHS is finalizing a rule to provide for collecting prescription drug data directly from PBMs. Still staying within the CMS fact sheet, ensuring state flexibility, states' essential health benchmark plan options. HHS is finalizing May 6, 2022 as the deadline for states submitting the benchmark plans. There is an article about the IRS that details what taxpayers should do about the advance payments for the 2022 premium tax credits. You should know that the American Rescue Plan Act suspended the requirement that taxpayers increase their tax liability by all or portion of their excessive advance payment of the premium tax. So they put their income too low. They normally would owe the tax credit back. For 2020, they're not going to owe that back. So the IRS recently announced that the tax year 2022, taxpayers with excess of the APTC for 2020 are not required to file the 8962 to reconcile their APTC. And then if the taxpayers are claiming a premium tax credit, they must file an 8962. What about people that already filed their 2020 return taxes? I know I've had questions about this. If a taxpayer has excess APTCs, filed their return with Form 8962, and it's still being processed, keyword processed, the IRS will reduce the excess advance premium tax credit repayment amount the taxpayer reported on their 2020 Form 1040. If the taxpayer has excess APTC and filed the form without the 8962, the individual might receive a letter from the IRS. If they receive that letter, disregard it asking for an 8962. If the taxpayer paid the excess APTC requirement, they should not file an amended return. The IRS is taking steps to reimburse the taxpayers who filed the Form 8962 reported and paid the APTC. There's also some facts about the COBRA Premium Assistance under the American Rescue Plan Act. I know we've had a lot of questions. It applies to COBRA and state continuation. There was a couple of things that I wanted to share that I highlighted. Does the American Rescue Plan Act impose notice requirements? Yes, they do. The notices must go out. There are model notices that can be used under the DOI website. So please take a look at those so you can let your clients know. The website is https://www.dol.gov/cobra-subsidy. And if you didn't get that, just email me. Also, the Department of Treasury and IRS have issued guidance on extending the time frames. That is available. Here's a question. I am an assistant eligible employee who's been enrolled in COBRA since 2020. Will I receive a refund for the premiums I've already paid? No. The premium assistant is only from April 1st, 2021 through September 30th, 2021. So only a part of my family elected COBRA, but all of us were eligible. Can I enroll the others and take advantage? Yes. If a family member did not elect COBRA continuation when first eligible, they can go back and elect the assistant, can elect COBRA and use the free April through September, the free cost. Currently enrolled in individual marketplace coverage. I'm potentially an assistant eligible individual. Can I switch back to COBRA? Yes, you can. Can I qualify for a special enrollment period? This is huge. We just found this out the other day. At the end of September 1st, at the end of their COBRA election, they can switch to a marketplace plan, and it will be an SEP. So that's an important thing to know. Anthem in Georgia has gone from $10 a head, $10 per member to $40 per member effective May 1st. They recognize our importance. Move over Amazon, Walmart's entering the telehealth game. I don't know about you, but that scares me. We received a proclamation from CMS and the White House of National Women's Week for 2021. So celebrating women. For those in Georgia who will not be able to attend the Hill visit next month, there is an opportunity to do a trip with Congressman Buddy Carter. So if you'd like some information on that, it's looks like maybe a fishing trip or something. Just reach out to me. I can get that information to you. It's a weekend at Sea Island. An opportunity to get some real one-on-one time. It is $2,500 to the buddy pack, so it might be out of your wheelhouse, but if it isn't, that's an opportunity. And just so you know, I don't think I said this earlier, when HAFA gives a pack check, it's between $250 and $500. That's the most that we can afford at a time. So if you can help give, we will be giving, those $250 to $500, and we will need to replenish that pack so we continue to make these Hill visits, so we continue to visit with those folks that are important. Save the date, Agent Summit, Not Away, August 26th and 27th. By that time, we'll know what's going on with the commission transparency rules. Those rules will be promulgated. We'll know what we need to tell our members. We're, at this point, looking for any additional speakers. So if you know someone that would be a great speaker, or you know a potential sponsor, please let me know. Go ahead and book your rooms. There's only 40 on site, and we did that, so we reserved this place so everybody could be in one spot, and because of the COVID and Corona, we wanted to make sure we were in one spot. So please go ahead and book your room. You can register through the registration link, and I'll send that out again. I think it's even in this Monday morning news. So excited about my first visit to DC post Corona. And I'll be happy to give you an update on what exactly happened next week. So have a wonderful week. If you need anything, please reach out. I'm happy to help. Welcome to our new members. Excited to have some new members join us from Mississippi and several different states, Michigan. So take a look at the bottom, scroll down, find our new members, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Until next Monday.